We begin our review of the car from the inside, and I am at the driver's seat right now. What you can see here is the power window controls, which are well laid out. You also have a locking facility for your rear power window, just in case you have a child and you want to have it locked. And you also have small pockets of space, which could be handy. And there's enough space provided for storing your water bottles as well. You can see the glossy finish on this panel here, which is quite a finger magnet, and you will spot enough smudges while you use the door frequently. There is an internally adjustable mirror provided, though there is no electrically adjustable mirror system provided in the top variant. And also we have a central locking system in the car. It does not come with a remote lock system again. So that's what you can see of the door here. The finish, the quality of plastic used is quite good. And we will now have a look at the steering again. I find the car steering well placed, the grip is good, and the only issue I find is that the steering seems to be obstructing the speedometer and the digital dashboard slightly. Otherwise it's very well placed, and there's also a steering adjustment facility available in the LT option and the variant above. So let's have a look at the steering adjustment feature. You have this lock here, which enables you to lock and release your steering as in when you want to adjust the height of your steering. And I'll just release this lock now, and we would see how does the steering respond in terms of the height adjustment. While the steering lock is released right now, you can see the range in which you can move your steering. And this feature of steering adjustment is available only in the LT variant and the variant above, which comes with the airbags. So it's again a simple function. That's about the steering. We are now looking at the controls which are aligned to the steering. You have the front wash wiper, which is active right now, and you can have it switched off as well. And while you lower this knob, you can see the rear wiper coming in action. On the other side of the steering, you see this control made available for the lights. As you switch this part of the knob on, you will have your dim lights on, which also puts the light on your music dashboard. And once you push this button forward, it will put your beam light on. This part of the knob is for switching your fog lights on. You can have it switch it off again, and while you push this knob below, you will have your lights on high beam. I'm looking at the car odometer right now, which is inspired by a sports bike odometer. And as you can see, the oil indicator is on right now, the battery indicator, the handbrake indicator, and the seat belt indicator, while I see that I am not worn my seat belt. And I have slightly opened my door at this moment, so I can also see the door open indicator as well. And I am looking at the digital dashboard on the other side here, which is pretty much visible during the daytime. Right now it's not very sunny, but yes, there is okay, now I have quite a bright sunlight right now. It's cloudy at this moment. So I can see the fuel indicator here, which starts blinking when you reach this level. And as I was told by the dealer, that the reserve petrol capacity is somewhere close to 5 to 6 liters. And you have the engine RPM indicator here, which shows you as to what levels your engine is revving right now. And I have the kilometer indicator here, how much distance I have covered, and a clock here. I also have a trip meter here, and I have a feature of setting my clock from here. While you have a low fuel and this part of the section starts blinking, you also have a fuel refilling indicator that comes up here. While it's in the safe zone, it's in a yellow color, and the moment you start coming to a low fuel point, it goes into a red color. I used to store my sunglasses in my Alto in the glove box itself. Now I have a separate sunglass storage available to me. The sun shades which are provided are of good quality. You can store your toll tickets if you want in this slot. Otherwise, you have another sunshade here which has a proper storage facility for your toll tickets. Beneath this, there is a mirror available. You also have a small tray provided beneath the seat next to the driver's seat, where you can store your small cold drink cans or any miscellaneous items while you're shopping. You just need to store it below. As we take a look on the top area of the dashboard, we can see that the finishing of this dashboard is done pretty well. The quality of plastic is again good as it is in the car doors. So while we see a lot of new cars coming up with different options in the dashboard, we have a beige option in the interiors of i10. We have a coral dashboard in Ford Figo as well. Now this color may seem to be dull, but in a way it goes well with my car color because I have a green cocktail color, and the gray tone inside somewhere matches to this color. And the speakers, the front speakers are placed here. And the only issue which some of the drivers may find is the visibility ahead in terms of your bonnet, because while I was driving the Alto, I had a habit of seeing my bonnet, which in a way helped me to have a judgment of my driving. So I'm taking some time to adjust my driving in this car, because the only way you can get a feel of the front bonnet is through your steering. So it's not that difficult, but yes, it would take some time to get adjusted. So as we talk about all the styling of the car, you can see the pillar here would not be well received by a lot of drivers because it's pretty thick and it may seem to be obstructing the view while you are driving. Okay, now in my driving experience up to now, I have not faced a serious problem. Now I may have this observed while I'm in a bumper to bumper traffic, and wherein I have to maneuver my car very frequently, and it's then I would realize how obstructive this pillar is. But as of now, I have no issues with this as well. Okay, looking at the air con vents provided on the side of the car, they close fully and they're easy to open as well. You have the glossy finish visible here, and a small storage space provided here again. You also have the light beam adjustment control here. We'll now go through the dashboard functions, where you can see the air con vents are provided here. There's a parking light button provided. You have the music system controls laid out properly here. You have the temperature control dashboard visible here. The temperature control knobs are placed here. So while we are looking at these controls in detail, we will have a look at the air blower knob here, which allows you to differentiate the fan speed of your blower. You have the auto climate control button provided. You have this particular knob for switching between different modes of air vent. So this particular button here would help you to spread your cooling in the car overall, I mean inside the car completely. This knob out here is for controlling the temperature inside the car. If you want to switch on to a manual control for your AC, and you can switch on your AC with this button. This particular button is provided for switching between the internal air circulation and the external air circulation mode, and this button provided is for the defogger function. We're now having a look at the handbrake out here. It's having a good grip, and the gearbox right now is slightly stiff for my car. I do not find it a problem to move between these first, second, third gear. I have not driven my car much in the fourth and the fifth gear as of now. I believe after the first servicing, my gearbox would be slightly tuned and much easier to use, though I do not find it a problem while driving. You can see the regular cup holder storage provided. There is another space provided out here as well, a mobile socket, mobile charging socket, another small pocket of space provided here as well. You can also see another cup holder which is available in the rear portion as well. We are now looking at the front bonnet opener. We have the regular clutch, acceleration and brake pedal. There is no dead pedal in this car, not even in the top variant, and it's a missing feature in quite a lot of new launches as well. We have the remote fuel lid opener and the remote boot opener here in the front side of the car. I did not have a remote boot opener in my Alto. The rear view mirror, as you can see, is placed on the windshield glass, which is not at the ideal position that you find most of the cars would be placed on the top here. So this is another quite interesting feature that I've seen in this car, something different.